Come on, Sheba. Good girl. Hi,
We
Sheba.
are a beautiful cat, aren't we?
You've never seen this place.
Just the spinal alignment.
Yeah. Sheba.
Oh, I just got
my
hit.
Goodness, Sheba. Why are you so mad all of a sudden? I mean, she's starting to get edgy over here.
So you are in for a treat today. We have Sheba, who's a 13-year-old. Do you know the mixture of breed, or has anyone ever told you?
No, just all black.
All right, a beautiful 13-year-old cat, senior cat, and then her owner mother is Sushat. And you live here in the New York City area?
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, great. I live in Brooklyn too. So let's take Sheba out. Let's get Sheba just to walk for a second, maybe on the floor. Do you think we'll lose her, like she'll scoot away, or
No.
she'll stay around? And you can turn her towards you and get her set up, okay? But I wanted to start this video soon enough so you could see the very beginning of the visit. Oh,
Come on, Sheba. Good girl. Hi,
we
Sheba.
are a beautiful cat, aren't we?
You've never seen this place. Can we see you walk? I'd rather you not jump from there, though. See, let's see. See how she's just kind of careful? Shall we put her on the floor?
Yeah, no, leave her up there for a second.
I guess it's more so the right.
It's the back right.
Yeah, the right.
Okay. Yeah, leave her up there. She's fine. That way we can see her.
She jumps down from that height, but I don't like her to. Why do you jump, Sheba?
Now her hair, do you have any oils in her hair? So her hair has a little separation.
Yeah, there's slight thinning happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah,
what
this-
a great cat. I mean, could you be more gorgeous? So
Right,
tell
yeah.
us how you met. Yeah, you can bring her over now.
Okay.
And tell us, and we're gonna work, not fast, but you know, we're gonna work as we go. But tell us, how did you meet Sheba? Was it 13 years ago, or a lot later in life? Or?
I met her as a kitty. She was about 6 months, according to the vet, and I just saw her. I knew I wanted another cat. My other cat had passed, and I usually like to rescue, and I just saw her at a distance, and I just said, if she's still there and she's comfortable when I get to her, I'm gonna take her home.
But she was on the street.
She was on the street.
And did the vet think she was feral, or that she was owned by someone for a short time? Or did she come
What did
from a
she say?
family?
Well, it turned out she was pregnant, so I think
Who was
someone-
pregnant?
Sheba. So I think she was put out. You know, some people.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with her.
Yeah.
And did she have those babies?
She had 5 little babies.
Wow. Did you keep any?
I kept Cheetah.
So there's another one called Cheetah.
Yeah, she's adorable.
And how'd you come up with the name Sheba?
Sheba. Well, I had a children's program, and when I found her, you know, it was the big thing for the day.
Yeah.
And so one of the mommies of the children said, "That's Sheba." And I was like, "Yeah."
That's a good name. So what happened to her health? So I saw you sent me the lab work,
Yeah.
and her liver enzymes are off,
Yeah.
and so she probably also has some inflammation. I can see she's thin too.
Yeah.
So when I run my fingers down her spine, she's had a little bit of loss of muscle mass, a little wasting.
Yeah.
What did the vets say about her? What was some of the diagnoses that they came up with?
Well, I guess we didn't go so in depth yet, but she said that there is probably, wasn't there something about a mass in the liver potentially?
Yeah.
Right.
And that was about a month ago or so, 2 months ago?
About a month.
Okay. And then you were looking for possible, at least in my case, how I'm involved is that we're going to look at just the spinal alignment.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got
my
hit.
Goodness, Sheba. Why are you so mad all of a sudden? I mean, she's starting to get edgy over here.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? A month ago they drew blood and they didn't do it well.
Okay.
So she was really not comfortable.
You just
We're not going to do that today. We're not going to do any blood work
We'll
today.
see if we can work. We'll see if she'll let me.
Well, if I
Yeah.
can I
You
have
can-
her on my lap or
Yes,
Yeah?
we work that way quite a bit.
What do you think? Should I put her on my lap?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll come to you.
Sheba,
Okay?
he's not going to draw your blood. It's going to be much easier today. So what's your
Yeah,
what
and
should I
I'll
say?
come around to you.
Okay.
But why don't you settle in first and just stroke her a few times and get her a little comforted. And we'll see. All right, so when I come over, I'm going to start, I typically start up at the top, at the head and atlas and the top bones. And then I work my way gently down the back, palpating through the shoulder blade area, the withers, thoracics, low back, sacrum. I'm concerned with two areas with that rear leg limping a little bit. And one is, it's always good to check the top for the bottom. Because if there's any pressure on the spinal cord at the top, it'll affect all the way down and create rear end lameness. Then I also want to work directly at the rear end. I'm going to look at the pelvis and hips and see if there's any light alignment that I can add. Okay. We'll see if she lets me work on her. If she goes crazy, we might not be able to do it.
No,
you
no,
know?
I don't think so. Did the record say which vertebra? Because she told me.
I didn't
think it
see
was
that
around here.
yeah, I saw it just in the upper thoracic, so I know where to look.
So an energy worker
Yeah.
had said distally had said C7.
Okay,
And
you're
then-
at about T1, but that's
Okay,
C7 now
C7.
where you are.
Yeah, and then she said what she found was a little bit lower.
Yeah. So
Just so you know.
yeah.
Like
So we're
around
gonna
here.
check the whole thing. I'm wondering if I can just move this chair over without making too much noise. So the first thing I'm going to ask Sheba is if I have permission to work on her, and without her getting too frightened.
Sheba, no blood work. It's not gonna hurt.
Hi Sheba, can I work with you today?
He's gonna help you. He
What do
knows
you
what's
think of
gonna
that?
hurt. What's hurting your leg?
All right.
Sheba, why is so
Okay.
itchy? Yeah, I think it was from the last visit. Normally she's like.
Meaning that last person tried to take her blood.
Yes.
Okay.
Because she was pretty mellow there initially. I think she'll be all right.
All right.
I'm holding her, you know.
Okay. I'm going to check this top area. Here's the atlas. Okay. See, that feels nice. Is it okay if I work on you today? Okay. Now right now I'm holding the left wing of the atlas, and I'm going to drop down, but I feel the real misalignments on the right lateral transverse process of the atlas, and I'm at the little gap between the wing of the atlas on the right and then the base of the skull. I'm going to do this light pull where I'm going to pull it this way with my finger. So I keep a nice distance from her so she doesn't feel crowded by me. And here you'll feel a little flick. She might jolt it. This might jolt her a little bit. It's a really good adjustment. Got it.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
And I have to remember to breathe no matter what type of animal I'm around, because they can feel your tension or your breathing. So I try to keep my body soft. I'm not approaching her with big macho energy. I've made my body more of a letter O as opposed to an X. I don't want to do an X now, but an X would be like I'm standing in a power position, or I'm standing with legs apart and arms spread wide would be a true X. But now I'm kind of rounded and sloped and gentle and soft. And that's a better body language, especially because she doesn't know me, and she probably was the person that drew blood, a male or a female?
She was a female.
Female, yeah. So she did okay with that adjustment. So I'm going to recheck my positioning of what I just did, see if I finished it or not. So I'm going to come back in a little bit. Is it okay if my hand touches your leg?
Sheba, that was good. I know you know it was good.
Okay, Yeah, so that's perfect now. So the spacing is beautiful now.
Yay.
Yay, okay. So I'm coming down, checking. Now I found a little muscle knot here at C4 on the left. And so I'm just going to hold it with my middle finger is holding it. And it's really nice that you're comforting her. And I'm putting enough pressure that if a grape was on a kitchen counter, it's just enough to dimple the grape a little bit, but it would never break the skin of the grape. So I'm just putting a light touch. And you can, taking another breath in, and look at me for a second. I'm just really softening. I'm letting my eyes go. I'm holding that pressure point. I know I'm talking, but I'm trying to go a little breathy and soft to not be so intimidating. And I'm about to release the pressure point now. And then I released it. Going back in to recheck it, and it softened up beautifully. So that one doesn't have to be cracked. All right.
Sheba, that doesn't hurt.
And here's your little withers area. And there is a little center spot there. So there's something at T5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go back. I'm just going to give her a second.
Sheba.
But I just touched a pains point. That's why she reacted.
Mm-hmm. Sheba, this is to heal you. You know that.
So coming in again softly. I'm going to start, if it's okay, I'm going to start by contacting you first. So put your hand back up there where it was. So I'm coming from here.
Sheba.
Okay, there's the spot. So I'm going to just hold this. And I'm going to do a little adjustment because I'm on it. Okay, that part's done.
Really?
Which is that spot.
Okay.
There's more.
Okay.
Like I felt it click. It went,
Wow. Sheba, this is why you're limping.
okay, leave your hand up there for me.
Sheba.
Okay, yeah, that's in now. That's good.
You need that. Sheba, this is
I don't need to do all this.
it's good.
Okay, now we're in the lower back. That's another bad one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go again.
It's good, Sheba.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more on this one. You ready?
Yes, go ahead. Sheba. Sheba.
Okay.
It's good.
And now I'm going to do the sacrum. So I'm at sacral base.
Sheba. It's all
I got the hip too.
Sheba.
And there it is.
Sheba, it's all healing. Healing.
And then one last one.
Healing. I got her.
Now I'm on the right hip. Here it is. That's where she's got the pain on the right
Sheba. Sheba. I got her though. She can't go. She can't move.
leg. All right, so I'm going to finish on
Sheba.
this. Got it.
Sheba.
Let's put her back up on the windowsill.
Sheba.
Then I'll sit all the way over here.
Sheba, I know it hurts, but sometimes they have to heal like that. I'm so sorry, Sheba. Sometimes it
I'm sorry if that scared you.
hurt a little to heal. You're gonna be better soon. You're gonna be better soon. I shouldn't have let it get like that.
She can walk a little if you want, just to see her move. If she chooses
Just
to.
don't jump down. I hate that she jumps down. I always try to stop her. Is it like sore after for a little while?
It shouldn't be. It went really clean. Like that one that you didn't hear, I literally made a little click.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as she got a distraction out the window.
She was licking her lips a little bit. You see, that's a good sign. That's usually a stress reliever.
Oh yeah.
And can you get her to walk on the windowsill a little bit, like go in front of her? Or
Would you see something already?
well, you might. I just took pressure off that back right hip.
Go on, Sheba. Here, I'll come around.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I walk towards you.
Come here, Sheba. She's not gonna fall for that.
I'm not gonna buy
Sheba,
into that.
you like to look out the window. Come here,
Sheba. We want to see your little sultry walk.
My boyfriend said she got a sexy walk.
She does. She's
Oh,
really
I gotta
got.
call him. Anyway, come here, Sheba. Come here. Come here, Sheba. You're gonna diss me on TV. Come on. Okay. Well,
All right, she doesn't want to perform for us. All right, she'll have to let me know how she does. But I got some nice points on her.
I'm really glad to
Here, look at me for a second. So, coming close. So that little spot made a click like this. Listen. Just little. Made a little click. And, you know, I just went down. I found a little muscle knot here at the mid-cervicals. I pulled the atlas down on the right. I found a spot at the upper thoracics, and that's the one that made a little click. Then I found a lumbar at the lumbosacral junction. I found a right base posterior sacrum on the right, and then I went into the hip and did a little bit of, oh, there she's moving now, and a little bit of a hip release.
She didn't. Go on, Sheba.
You want to lift her up and put her on the table and see if she moves on the table?
Come on.
She likes to talk, doesn't she?
Yeah, not usually. Come here. Come here, Sheba.
She doesn't want to do anything you're asking right now.
Sheba, you don't. It doesn't matter what's around you. Come here.
All right, thank you for watching, everybody. Please leave a comment for Sheba. Let us know what you think. And we'll hopefully get her back and do another treatment or two and see how she progresses. Thank you so much.
Come on, Sheba. Good girl. Hi,
We
Sheba.
are a beautiful cat, aren't we?
You've never seen this place.